What's up, you motorcycle loving maniacs? Last week we unboxed a set of Rizoma Reverse Retro bar end mirrors. Now I wasn't sure how the installation process was going to be or if I was even going to like the fitment of the mirrors since I didn't purchase the Rizoma bar end adapters. Now I have to say I was pleasantly surprised with how easy the installation process was, and I'm not entirely dissatisfied with the way they fit on my stock bar ends on my FZ07. Let's take a look at the installation process and see how these mirrors perform on the road. Bro, I can't believe you. Rear views? Really? All that's behind you is the past. And if you're dwelling on the past, that only leads to suffering or longing for something that no longer exists. Like when you're longboarding, all that matters is right here, right now. Hey, you mind if we get to the install? Thanks. I started by removing the mirrors. To do this, we need to loosen the nut at the base of the mirror and unwind the mirror. You'll want to have a 17mm wrench handy. Next, I inserted the spacer that came with the mirror from Rizoma. Once the mirror is on the bar end, I used a 5mm Allen wrench to tighten the mirror. It was more difficult to break the nut loose on the second mirror. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. The plugs for the stock mirror mounts weren't exactly the right size. When in doubt, hammer it out. Once both mirrors were on, I began to set the mirrors into place and check the view behind me. And that's it. These mirrors took roughly half an hour to install, and I really think that they look great on this bike. I don't look back, but if I did, how's the view?
The view is very clear. The actual glass is smaller than the stock glass, so the view itself is smaller. I've also rotated these bars in instead of out, as they're probably supposed to be. So I've sacrificed some view directly behind the bike because of that, but I've made the bike a little narrower so that it's easier to lane split. So I'm willing to make that compromise. Around between 5,000 and 6,000 RPMs, I get some extra vibration through the glass, and that could be because I'm not using the Rizoma bar end weights or the adapters. I'm not sure, but it's livable. It's only through that particular rev range, 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs. Through the rest of the range, the view is super clear. Aesthetically, I like the look of these mirrors for a couple of reasons. One, they've lowered the overall profile, right? So they've taken the mirrors that are up top and dropped them down, and it's made it look a little bit wider by moving the mirrors to the corners of the bike, or in this case to the ends of the bars. But in actuality, the bike is narrower because the stock mirrors came out a little bit beyond where the bar ends stop. So it's physically made the bike narrower, but aesthetically made it look wider and dropped it a little bit. So I am happy with the aesthetic, and I'm not, again, completely dissatisfied with the fitment on these stock bar ends. The stock bar ends do protrude a little bit. It's not entirely flush, but it's not egregious. I think I can live with it, and since I'm not getting a ton of vibration through the bars with these bar end mirrors in a way that will put my hands to sleep or anything like that, I think I will leave them as they are.
Okay, rear views are super chill. And if you're watching this, you're super chill. But if you're not subscribed, that's not super chill. So subscribe, catch the wave. Now, that made sense. Folks, see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. If you found any value here, like and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you think. If you have experience with the Rizoma mirrors yourself, leave a comment, and we'll talk to you soon.